Yesterday we have seen, no, right, that critical path. It is critical because your the task on this critical path actually having zero float. That means we are not having that luxury to make this task delay. So extra care, extra tracking effort has to be given on this task. And if you find this task is going to be delayed or something, then you have to put extra resources or extra effort to to track, means to make it happen on the same date. Okay. So there may be at least one critical path for any network diagram, and there may be more than that. Apart from this, we have PERT, which is taking three types of estimations and then taking an average, optimistic one, most likely, and then pessimistic estimations. So then you take an average on that. So that is the part. Okay, so that's what we have covered yesterday. I will be sharing the PPT to you. But in real life, as you have seen, the part will be that critical path will be calculated or all automatically been created in the tool. So once this is done, we have moved to the risk management. Okay, risk management is basically, yes, means it is one of the major works that a project manager need to be done. So we have shown a metric. Okay, let me show my screen to recap where it is. 1 second. Huh? So yeah, this is the risk management matrix. One way you have likelihood, another way you have the impact or consequences, if at all risk arises. Okay, so why this matrix gives a fair idea where we need to focus. So high impact, high likelihood, those risks has to be prioritized and need to be mitigated. Okay, so that is the reason actually this is a probability and impact matrix that we have discussed. Okay, apart from that, we will know what is a risk and all, so that's okay. Fine. Then we have okay. So there is positive risk are called opportunities. So we have to see where is the possibility of what possibility of improvement of the revenue for the project. So these are the opportunities. Then we have seen something on the quality. We had a discussion on the quality assurance and quality control. And we have seen there are cost of quality actually, which is given by Deming. You must be knowing his name. So cost of quality is basically the cost you are incurring to make your product, uh, means quality wise expected one. Okay. So many times we need a internal testing team, reviewers, peer reviews, then inspections. All these are basically quality assurance cost. And then cost of non-conformance. Then if the quality is bad, then warranty cost, inventory cost, okay, scrap, rework, all those things will increase, and everything will add up your costing actually. Okay. Uh, so now after that we have seen the gold plating and marginal analysis, these two terms, and where we have stopped. Okay. So we will be discussing some of the quality control tools actually. First of all is the control chart. So control chart actually you will be having a upper control limit and lower control limit. Okay, very much associated with Six Sigma. Okay, the upper control limit and lower control limit may be 3 sigma level for a manufacturing company. For a manufacturing company where defects are means cannot be withstand. But in other organizations, the UCL, LCL may be different. Okay, there is a something called rule of 7. This is the control chart actually. Let us see that. This is the control chart. This you can see this is the red dotted line of the upper control limit and red dotted line of lower control limit. And this is the mean, the green one. And your measuring is coming like this. Okay. Your defect actually is like this, monthly defect or whatever defects you are having. Okay. So you can see it is no data points are outside the control limit. That means the process is working fine. So your number of defects are within control. Right. There is a rule of 7. That means that if you find 7 data points, these blues are data points. 7 data points are lying outside the upper control or lower control limit, then you have to look into your process improvement and where you have to dig into much. Okay, you have to give a deep dive into that process to see where you are lacking, that your process is lacking. So this is the control chart. So how do you calculate the upper control limit and lower control limit? So suppose you are producing something, producing some nut bolt. Small thing, let us see, you are producing nut bolt for industrial usage. You means the one of the organizations, suppose. So what they are going to do, they are going to find the errors or defective nut bolts. Okay. Now suppose they have started producing the nut bolt in January some year. So they will start keeping the data, means defect data. How many nut bolts were defective? So now January, February, they will be getting the data till suppose 1 year, January to December. So after that, they will take a mean, and that will be basically from there actually they have to get a upper control limit and lower control limit from their data. Okay, and from the next January they have to measure the defects. If the defects are within that range actually, upper control limit and lower control limit, then it is fine. Okay, your process is running. So that is the control chart. It is one of the statistical charting. Then we have this is the normal distributions. So I am basically giving you an idea what is the 3 sigma, what is the difference between, you see the difference between 3 sigma and 6 sigma. Okay. So 3 sigma is basically 99.73% correct. And 6 sigma actually is 99.99% correctness. So obviously our aim will be 6 sigma, but even if you are in 3 sigma, it is okay, 99.7, and another 6 sigma is 99.9. So it is a difference bit only for 0.2. Okay. So if you can attain, if any organization attaining 3 sigma, okay, means 99.7% correctness, then it is more than enough. So that is majorly, this is the major, this will basically where this will happening means basically where you are producing some means manufacturing some devices or parts, there this will be provided. Okay. So remember, 3 sigma means everybody wants to reach the 6 sigma. What is the difference between 3 sigma and the 6 sigma? Just a 0.2% difference. Both of them are 99, more than 99% correctness. Okay. So remember this 3 sigma. I am not talking about 1 and 2 sigma. Means 3 sigma and 6 sigma. Okay. After that, let us move around. There is a Pareto chart. We know, okay, Pareto chart, that 80-20 rule. 80% will be your problem will be resolved if you can solve 20% of your means of the causes actually. Okay. So you have to work on that 20% of this. Okay, 80% of your problems will come from 20% of your work. So you have to focus on the 20%. So that Pareto chart is very important sometime. Very simple. So we have just talked about the control charts and the Pareto charts out here. And we have talked about the 3 sigma and 6 sigma. What does it mean by that? Okay. Next we are basically we will be giving a small calculations. Okay. This is the key terms for communication management. It has been told, it has been written in several management books. Okay, that communication is basically the 80% of the work done by the project managers. Okay, it may be true, it may not be true. Communication has to be done, and that has to be means written communication, verbal communication. Okay, so wherever means communication is means any medium of communication is communication. So non-verbal communications. So 50% of the communications are non-verbal communication. Okay. Uh, there are two terms actually: active listening and effective listening. Okay. So receiver confirms messages and asks for clarifications. Okay, so effective listening is receiver pays attention, thoughtfully respond and provides feedback. Okay, so basically sometime see we do not listen at all, be in the call. And sometimes we are actively listening means we are if there are some doubts and all, means it will be asked. Okay, during the communication session. And effective listening means you are paying full attention, means your presence of mind. This is a very important thing for the managers. Okay, because in a day you will be having at least 5 calls. In a busy day, it will be around 6-7 calls across the day. So you are actually not working, you are jumping from one call. Okay, and then you are jumping from one call to another. So now this presence of mind, which is the effective listening, will make a difference. Okay, examples. Some examples actually, how the communication works. Okay, tips as well, whatever I have learned from my seniors. Okay, suppose just a meeting is going on. My manager and I was actually invited in that meeting. I joined, my manager didn't forgot. Okay, he is even more busy than me. Obviously, he forgot. So during a meeting, some screenshots. So I mean, so I have taken one screenshot which I thought it will be interesting for my team. I copied that in screenshot and sent it to my team. It was a 1 hour call. Suddenly, I see my manager joined after getting that screenshot, that mail from me. Okay, and he was never there because manager's boss was there. So what my manager did, okay, I learned that. So he just raised a question as if he was listening from the very beginning. So that is not a very good thing though, but that is one of the way of managing your presence and means make others to feel your present even if you are not there from the very beginning. Okay, so effective listening. So for that, actually, you need a presence of mind. You are just jumping from one topic to another topic. Okay, so your presence, you should not carry your last meeting. You should see your current meeting actually. So your mind should be there. which is very difficult job actually. It is all said and done. I will say that I got lost in several meetings. Okay, after that I end up asking the question offline. Okay, uh, so try to avoid this mistake that I do. Have some means technique to be in the meeting, presence of mind. Whatever it is discussed in the meeting, you should be listening and try to understand and ask, provide feedback and all. There are person who can do that. I have seen. So that is the communication. Okay. Effective active listening. Yes, you are listening. You are clarifying your doubts. But here actually in effective listening, actually you are definitely listening. Your mind is there. You are thinking what could have been done better and you are providing the feedback. Okay. So that is a special skill for that. Again, this is a very bookish thing. But sometime means number of communication channels. Suppose you have you are communicating with 4 people. So they are saying that you are having 4 stakeholders. So number of only 4 I am talking about. So what will happen? Number of channels should be 4 into 3 divided by 2. That is a formula. Okay, 4 into 3 means 12 divided by 6 channels. How can I have 6 channels? One channel is verbal. ठीक है. Another channel is phone call. That is also good. Another channel is mail. Mail. That is also okay. 3. Fourth channel maybe WebEx, Teams, those things. 4. And how many other way we can communicate actually? We do not know. Okay, just I am showing this because these are given in the book. This is the number of channels that is required. That depends on the stakeholder. So if you have 100 stakeholders, that means you cannot have that many of channel. That's what I think. Okay. So now this is the communication management, more or less. Okay. And these are all some charts actually that you can present performance reporting. We will cover the performance reporting today itself in detail. Okay, the first one we have seen Gantt chart, right? We have seen the Gantt chart in the tool. Okay. Second one is S curve is something like that. The picture is giving that. Okay, I am interested about the EVA. Histograms and all will be created automatically in the Excel, so that is okay. So EVA. Our next topic of discussion will be EVA. Anybody has worked on EVA? Earned value? How much value you have earned?
No, sir.
Okay, EVA we have to learn because see Gantt chart and all will be given by the tool, but EVA also will be given somehow. We will see how to measure the EVAs as well in the whatever we project plan we have created. Okay, let me go back to the previous. Yeah, this one. Okay. Okay. First of all, why we are doing that? We are performance reporting, right? We have to report the performance, maybe daily basis, weekly basis, monthly, quarterly. Definitely, we have to report performance on a regular basis. Now, we have to reach to a position, okay, where you can say the project is red, the project is green, the project is amber or yellow, whatever. So we have to reach to a position actually to show means which light, traffic light actually, how our project is. And so for that actually, we have to reach to a specific number. Okay, how is your project doing? So suppose if you get 100, then it is okay. Now it is very difficult to say uh, how means means in the scale of 0 to 100, where is project lying in terms of performance? Performance means the work performance, cost performance, schedule performance, and money performance as well. Okay. Do not read. First of all, I mean, so I will suggest. I have never read a book on this. If you just get into my Google and search earned value, at least 1 lakh papers, 5,000 videos, 10,000 notes, and all will be coming. Okay, do not make yourself confused. I will try to give you a means very simple view of earned value techniques to report the health of our project. Very specifically, cost. Yes, we know cost is very much required where we are in terms of budget. Schedule, where we are in terms of our timeline. Okay, 1 second. I have to make this one. And uh, where we are in terms of money as well. Okay, finance. Let's see one by one. EVA, huh? Earned value. Earned value. What value you have earned? Okay, value. Now we will see what value you have earned. Let's see. Okay, this is an objective method. It is not a subjective method. You will be getting a number. Based on that number, your thing will be there. Okay, the next slide. Okay, everybody is see my screen. Okay, that is a very important topic that will be used for your entire means life cycle of your career. Okay, it is a point of time. Anytime it has to be basically your end of the month or year. Anytime you can do that. Okay, now there are three things. Remember, there are only three things based on which you have to do the calculations. One is the planned value, the second yellow one is the earned value, and the actual cost. What was planned, what you did actual, and what was your actual cost incurred already. So those three parameters we have to, now we are getting very narrow, narrow to track our project. What are the things you need to track? Okay, how much work did you plan to complete? Planned value, how much work actually you complete, that is the earned value. All the formula, remember, all the formula will start with the earned value. Otherwise, everything, all the formula will have earned value at the beginning and then whatever formula. Okay, and then how much cost you have already incurred. So these three things you have to track in your project. Simple actually, if you know that. Let us have an example. We will go ahead with the example. Planned value. Name is enough for to understand this. Okay, if a project has a budget of 1,000 means $100,000, $100,000, and 6 months represent 50% of the project work. The planned value is what? The planned value is 50,000. Okay, so what is the budget of that project? 1 lakh rupees or dollar. After 6 months, what is the planned value? 50%. So 50% of back, budget at completion. Remember, back is budget at completion. Okay, this is the budget. So obviously your planned value is 50,000. So you should have done 50,000 worth of work after 6 months. So that is the planned value you should have. Okay, what happened? Earned value is the what actually you have done. Again, budget is 1 lakh. Okay. Now you after 6 months, you are seeing that only 20% of work you have completed. It was planned 50% work to be completed. Now you are seeing 25% work has been completed. So what is your earned value? It is $25,000. Okay. So if you go back, if you see this BCWS and all, we are not using right now. Okay, BCWS, then BCWP, we are not using these terms anymore. Okay, so it is a planned value. This is earned value is 25,000. What is the actual cost? Budget is again 1 lakh. You have spent 35,000 already after 6 months. Okay, so your actual cost is 35,000. Simple. Name is enough to understand, simplistic format. Okay, just to give you an idea so that there is no confusion remains. Now go. Okay, well, let us, any question? Okay, so three things: planned value, earned value. Planned value is planned value, earned value is the actual work you have earned, means completed, and actual cost is cost, actual cost. So some simple one small example of EVA. Okay, 10,000 software project scheduled for 4 weeks. What is the back budget at completion? Is $10,000. Okay, what is the timeline? 4 weeks. At the end of third week, okay, the project is 50% complete and the actual cost is 9,000. So what is the planned value? Planned value is actually you are in the third week. So obviously 75% of time has gone. So your planned value would be 7,500. Your earned value, that was the planned actually. Earned value is actually whatever you have completed, it is 50% has been completed. What was the budget? 10,000. So 50% of 10,000 is 5,000. And how much cost you have already incurred at the end of third week? You have incurred, sorry, 9,000 rupees or dollar. Out of the 10,000 rupees budget, you have already incurred 9,000. So how my project is doing right now? Is it a good project? Means the progress is good?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So now we are going to calculate the. So now as we know the EVA means planned value, earned value, and actual cost. Okay. Now we are calculating the variances. We have two types of variances. One is schedule variance and another is if cost variance. Okay, I told you, all the formula will start with EV. May remember that, otherwise it is very difficult. EV, so schedule variance is nothing. EV minus PV. PV is what? Planned value. So if it is positive, you are ahead of schedule, you are delivering early. If it is negative, your project is late. Similarly, we have cost variance formula. EV comes first. Okay, it is a cost one, right? So actual cost. It is basically planned value, but this is actual cost. EV comes first. Okay, so if cost variance is positive, that means it is you are basically efficient. Okay, and negative obviously means you are not doing that good. Huh? So these are the schedule variance. Now let us move. Okay. So in the previous example, let me go back to the previous example. Just to remind you, my planned value was 7,500, but my earned value is 5,000. And to do a 50% work, we have consumed 9,000 rupees, which is 90% of the cost. Now this is the schedule variance and cost variance. Let us calculate that. So schedule variance is minus 2,500. Papre, 25% of schedule variance. Schedule variance, I am again means giving you schedule EV minus PV. Okay. Now forget about this performance index. Cost variance, you see EV minus AC, which is minus 4,000. 40% of overcosting. Okay. So in both the things, my project, the example project actually is doing horribly bad. So schedule variance and cost variance, both of them are minus. Okay. Now let us go back. So just now we have seen a schedule variance and cost variance example, which is very simple. Now we have some indices. Indices, variance means minus, always. And indices means always a ratio sort of thing. So we have again what we are in variances we have got schedule and cost. Indices also we are having schedule performance index and cost performance index. Okay. So schedule performance index, again I am telling you, EV comes first, EV upar, EV by PV. If it is less than 1, then it is slower. Project progresses very slow as it is not at par our expectation. If it is greater than 1, you are faster than planned. You are doing a good job. Okay. That SPI is okay thing, but cost performance index you have to report in every month. Okay, cost performance index. Again, I told you, no, EV comes first. I am reiterating actually. EV minus cost. So what is there in the cost? AC. So that is how you are going to remember the formula. Okay. So EV by AC. Index is always something division. So if CPI is less than 1, actually you are inefficient. And if it is greater than 1, it is efficient, and it is equal to means you have done something wrong in the calculations, means whatever it was planned and you are achieving that exactly that amount, so it is equal to 1. So that will not happen, right? Okay. So that is the SPI. So simple formula for SPI and CPI. What is happening? Yeah. So we have done the schedule variance. Now see the schedule performance, EV by PV, which is 0.66. EV is 5,000, PV is 7,500. So it is 0.66. Okay. The CPI is again 0.55, even less. So what does it mean? Then we are just in the raw word for the layman work. So we are actually, if we are doing if it was expected that we will complete one work in 1 day, it is going to take 1.66 days to complete that work. We are so slow, right? And cost performance index, okay, it is showing that it is planned that we will just spend $1 for certain amount of work. So now we are ending up with $1.55, means $1.55 for that same work. It is 55% over means cost. Okay. On target projects have an SPI and CPI 1 or greater. Yeah. Greater means before target, that is okay. But here intentionally I have kept that is a means wrong, means bad project actually. Anything you would like to ask? We are getting a number, 0.66, 0.55. All these are numbers. Based on that number, we have to rate our project. So that is the reason. Actually, this is not a subjective. This is an objective method of evaluation of what? Project health. Okay. Any question, any doubt? Very simple and interesting. Only thing is that you follow this whenever you need to report, you just follow this 4-5 slides of the of this earned value. You will be get to know everything. You don't need to go through that 30 pages of documents available in the net. After that, forecasting cost and all, I will come bit late. In that slide, I will be cost. Okay, where this is a forecasting and all that I will come late. Again, plus minus only. This is an example given by a PMP. Okay, I told you, no, there is a body of knowledge, PM body of knowledge. Okay, PMBOK. This is the example given in that PMI section who gives the PMP certification. So you all will end up, many of you actually, 80%, 85% of the participants will be doing that PMP certification in next 5-6 years. So I have taken this example from that book, BOK. Okay, so now very simple slide. BAC. What is BAC stands for? Anybody? Anybody? What is BAC? Budget at completion. Budget at completion. So for our entire project, they have been given a budget of $1 lakh again. Yes, it's a dollar one. So that is the BAC budget. ठीक है भाई budget ठीक है. So again the same thing. This is we have completed 6 months. So here we are here. Okay, we are here. 6 months chala gaya. We have only completed 25%, incurred 27,000, and this is the planned value. Planned value means month 6 should have been done 50% work. So 50% into BAC is 50,000 rupees. But earned value is what? Actual completion, 25% completed. So 25 into 25% into that BAC, it is 25,000 rupees. But while we are doing a work of 25,000, we have already incurred a cost of 27,000 rupees. So you see, everything is dollar. Dollar matters. So everything is monetary terms. You see, planned value, dollar. Actual cost, of course, it is a cost, will be dollar. Earned value also in dollar. So everything is dollar. So what will happen? Estimate. Okay. So okay. So we have got this. We have got CPI actually EV by AC. What is CPI? Then 0.93. So that means a project with the CPI 93, what does it mean? It is written out here. Please read. Let me read out for you. Means you are spending $1 for every 0.93 worth of work accomplished. So you are spending $1 for a work that should require 0.93. So every work you are doing right now, you are losing 0.7 cent or paisa, whatever you say. Therefore, CPI under 1 means the project is performing poorly against the plan. Of course, it is showing that it is poorly in terms of cost only. Here we have not calculated even SVI. It means schedule SPI, schedule performance index, because we are already in the 6 months, right? But 25% work has been done. So we all know that we are doing horribly bad in schedule. Okay. Now let us go back. Okay, that is another example I have just shown you. Okay, so now we are forecasting. Okay, so forecasting means if a project continues in the current performance, what would be the true cost of the project? So actually the formula is BAC. Now we are coming into the BAC. What is the BAC of this? $10,000. That is the budget divided by the CPI. So the budget was 10,000. Now with this pace, we will end up spending 18,181 rupees to complete that project. So what is the deviation from the budget? 8,181. So 80% over budget. So that is the forecasting. Okay. So ETC actually it is giving. We have just seen that. Then you have to, after doing all those things, after doing everything, okay, traffic light status. I was telling no, if your SPI and CPI ranges like this, if you are green means anything means greater than 0.95, then you can say it is green, but you have an opportunities to improve. Amber is below 95, 0.95, 0.94 to 0.85. This is amber. And red is, of course, anything below 0.85, it is all red. So that is it is not only your project or my project or India project or any other US project. This measurement actually given, this is actually a measurement, okay, or a, means what to say, or a scale, okay, given to all the companies, means it is across globe actually. This is the standard mechanism. So based on your SPI, so there will be two things. One for SPI, how you are performing as per as schedule, how you are performing as per as your cost. Okay. So timeline and budget you are taking care of. So if you are point one thing, see one thing, we have never told that you have to be scoring greater than 1 to be green. If you are point more than 0.95, that means if you are earning 0.95 means 95 paisa against a rupees, we are happy. We are happy. We are not saying that you have to earn 1 rupee and 5 paisa for every rupee invested. We are asking, भैया थोड़ा 95 paisa earn karo. We will be happy. Okay. See, that is the score, means ratings are given. That is the scale is given. So even if you are earning 85 paisa against a rupee invested, okay, we are fine. But you have to improve to go to the another 0.95 and above. So you are raising a amber flag. Bhaiya dekh lo, ye project ja raha hai towards red. Okay. So but red, if you are earning less than 85 paisa against a money rupees, against 1 rupee, then you have to take a call whether you would like to raise a, you have to talk to client by we will stop the project, we cannot do like this. Okay. Then or you can raise a PCR, or you get some other work, you bill it very high so that the loss you are making in this project will be taken care of. Any question, any doubt? So again, just let me go back because this is a very simple thing. So we have three things: planned value, earned value, actual cost. Okay, planned value. Yes, after 6 months, how much value means there has to be a budget. Yeah. So after 6 months or 3 months, how much you plan to be completed. Okay, earned value. Yes, whatever actual you have completed. And actual cost, whatever actual cost you have already incurred. One example, this is the variance formula. Variance is always start, means all the formula will start EV first. Okay, it is a variance formula means minus, okay, subtraction. So EV minus PV is the schedule variance. Or positive means good, negative means bad, that we know. Okay, cost variance, again CV is equal to EV minus AC. Cost is AC. Okay, so it is cost variance. Positive is good, negative is bad. Simple. We have two special indices. Okay, one is schedule performance index. Yes. What is that? EV by PV. Positive is good, negative is bad. Okay. Cost positive, negative means less than one is good, bad, and greater than one is good. Anyway, CPI is a cost performance index. Again, EV by AC. So less than one is bad, greater than one is good. Okay. Examples like something like this. Okay. So that is one of the examples you are having. and that is the means world famous traffic light signal which you will be getting from the from your this thing AEV analysis. Actually, we are done. Is it a very difficult thing? Tell me. Whether this is required to read 30 pages, 40 pages, 60 pages. Okay, this is all for earned value. Okay, keep the life simple, just plus minus here and there. You means you are getting the numbers, and depending on the ratings, actually you are telling your project as green, amber, red. Okay. Any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Let me show you each and every project management software. What are the project management software? MS Project, then this Project Libre, Open Projects, okay, Primavera. These are all project management softwares. So you will have this facility of calculating the EV. Let's see. Okay, just double click. If you have this, you can just double click on this. Okay, this box will come up. Okay, then predecessor advance. It will be should be in advance. Advance में notes में तो नहीं हाँ yeah advance. Okay, earned value methods. Okay, percentage complete. I was telling you, 30% complete, 50% complete, 60% complete and all. Okay, so see earned value method, they are going to use the percentage complete. Or okay, so that is one. What we can do, we can come to the general and write, suppose this work interview is 100% complete. Just giving an. Okay, see interview, you are seeing that this is okay, done. Interview is done. Okay, so you are putting a green mark. Document review, let us see 50% done. Just arbitrarily I am giving a 75% done. Idhar gaya. Okay, 75% done, but it is basically it is not there, so you can make it if it is 100%, you can say that okay, it will be a right mark. Okay, now let us add one column out here. Insert column. What to say? Earned value, right? Is there. See, BCWP, back, BCWP and all are basically there. Let me see whether earned value there or we have to choose it from here. Actual cost. Okay, see actual cost is coming. Okay, so all the parameters will be here actually if you can. Okay, let me hide some column so that you can see. Resource name, let me hide. Okay, actual cost. Earned value. Effort driven, no. Earned value is not there. The old names are given actually of these are the old names. Okay. So here actually, depending on the completion, they will be giving you the earned value. Okay. So if you are marking something complete, then you see how the Gantt chart is behaving. Gantt chart will put this black thing. It is complete. It is complete. Okay. So like this, you will be getting these changes. So the black here actually, that means, yeah, we have done this work. Okay. So each and every project management software has to have this earned value techniques. Okay. Because earned value is the only Now remember, it is not there is no other ways to objectively show the rating of the project. Okay, so each and every project management software, even free software like Project Libre, will have the opportunity, means have the feature, huh, to get this earned value, to work on that earned value. Okay, let me go back to my thing. Okay, it is. Yeah. There is an example. Let us do that. Okay. This is the means when we were having the practical, I mean, not practical, face-to-face exam. I do not know what will be the final exam sort of. Okay, whether it will be means face-to-face, offline or online. I mean, we have seen in offline exam, this type of question comes for your final term. Okay, one scenario is given and you have to calculate all these things. Not to worry, your this thing is given actually. Let us go ahead and read that. Okay, let us all do that. You are the project manager managing a construction of a new airport. 5 project managers are directly reporting to you. So you are a program manager. Huh? Yeah. Each project manager is assigned a part of their total scope of work to be executed independently. ठीक है? The total duration allowed to complete all work is 24 months. So what is the total duration? 24 months. And total approved budget is $10,000 or something. Okay.
$10 million, sir.
$10 million. Good. Okay. So what is the back? Budget at completion,
$10 million.
BAC, $10 million. Okay. So at the end of first year, you should have completed $6 million worth of work. So what is the planned value?
$6
Planned
million.
value $6 million. Correct. But the project is only 50% complete. So what is the earned value?
$5 million.
$5 million. Actual costs reported by each project manager are: project manager 1 is some $200,000, project manager 2, okay, something, project manager 3, project manager 4, and project manager 5. So this is your what? This is your actual cost, right? So you add them up, you will be getting the actual cost. After that, so you have now what? You have the PV, you have AC, you have EV. Okay. So now you can definitely, what is the formula for cost variance without seeing the book? Or
EV
the
minus CV.
EV minus AC, cost variance, actual cost.
Yes, sir.
Schedule variance is EV minus PV. Then cost performance index, EV will come first. EV divided by cost performance. So what is cost? AC. Schedule performance, EV by PV. Then estimate at completion, estimate to complete, and variance at completion. Okay, these 3. So now, so this type of case study I have seen here. So it is the solution. That solution I did for this. All the formula, everything is given. Okay. So that should have been the answer for this. Simple, right?
Yes, sir.
Anybody is having any? So what is the green amber project is this? Whether the project is green, amber, or red?
Sir, according to cost,
Yeah, according to cost, right? This is the answer actually. Good, very good. So now see there it is doing very good in the cost wise, but schedule wise it is below 8.85, right? Schedule
Yes,
performance
sir.
index. So it is red. Schedule wise it is red, but cost wise it is green. Okay, so what it should be done with the project? Schedule wise red, cost wise green. So you are earning good amount of thing, but you are behind schedule. So you ask the project manager, project lead, what is basically restricting them to speed up their work. They will come back. I do not have a developer or senior developer on Java or Python. So as you are doing cost-wise good, you can give couple of developers to that team to expedite the work. Okay, so that should be your basically inference out of this report. Ulta kar do. Suppose for the time being, okay, just assume that cost performance index 0.83, but schedule performance index is 1.09. You are ahead of schedule, but cost wise you are red, schedule wise you are green. Then what will happen? Okay, then what will happen? Will you ask the uh, cost wise red, so you have to drastically reduce the cost. So what you are going to do, what are the ways you can reduce the cost? Okay, so that is the thing, right? Cost is red, schedule is you are ahead of schedule. Then well means there are options actually. What you can do, you can start training of the junior developers, replace the senior developers. The high means costed resource. You may like to remove them and put some low cost resource, or you can release some of the some of the person who are not that productive. Okay, so that way actually you have to deal with the cost. So this type of answer should be there, right? This type of answer will be asked after giving this scenario. So that is one of the example question actually from means this type of question and is being given in the final exam. While we were having the final exam offline, do you have any news how the final exam will be conducted? I do not know anything about that.
Not yet finalized, sir.
Not yet finalized. Any plan to come back to campus? Not yet.
No, sir.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Fine. So that is the earned value. Hope it is absolutely clear for you.
Yes, sir.
Huh. And you don't need any book or all to learn. Okay, let me first. Okay, this file I have already shared. Hope you have you already have that. Let me share the. Satta, I'm giving you something to you. Please share it to others. Project management 2 materials. Okay. Hmm. Where it is. Yeah. So everyone, I have already written to Savani. You will be getting the mail. Please submit your class exercise by Thursday. It is an exam. It has got 15 marks. Okay. Do not take it beyond Thursday. There, it will not be considered as test. So whatever you need to do, you do it by Thursday, end of the day, 17th of February. Okay. That is one. And there will be one small quiz for on only on the project management for 15 marks. Okay, so so let me give a brief or a summary of project management in 10-minute summary actually of whatever we have done in the last 5 days. We are working with the project management, so let me give you a summary, and there will be a 15 marks quiz on this. So we have started with project, their program, and portfolio. Okay, what is the difference? Then types of organizations, right? Organization. What are the types? Functional, matrix, and projectized. Okay, we have seen WBS created also. Why WBS? Timeline and estimation. Okay, 6 level of WBS recommended. 6 level of WBS which is recommended. Okay. Then 5 phases. Sorry, 5 phases. Okay. Init, plan, exec, control, and closure. Init. This is actually init. Initializations. Overlapping. Overlapping phases. Okay. Responsibility. Responsibility of a PM. Okay. Then we have moved to WBS. So we have created the estimations, timeline. Okay. Network diagram. Network diagram. CPM. Part. Then, sorry, PERT. Okay. Part. You know the difference, right? Difference. Critical path. Importance. Then we have seen cost of quality. Okay. Um, 2 types. Verification, validation, QA, QC, who does what. Okay. Then risk metric. Okay. Probability and impact. Ability and impact. Then what we did? Then control chart, Pareto chart. Okay, then sigma, 3 and 6 sigma. What is the difference between these two? Then communication channels formula. Okay. Then we did the complete EV today. EVA. So all those we have done. Okay, you can take a screenshot if you want. Any question? Anything I have missed? Okay, portfolio. Then another thing you should be writing: operation versus operation. Okay. In it, you can write what is being done in each phase. Okay. So, and today we have covered the entire EVA. Okay. Okay. In the next class will be our last. This will be actually this will be an 15 marks exam. Again, 15 marks class quiz actually. Quiz, but it will happen the date. It will happen a bit late actually, maybe in the March second week or so. Probable dates will be known. Will be shared by Shravani. Yeah, Shravani. Okay. Okay. So that's it from project management perspective. It was really a long sessions. So next class we will do a quick review whatever we have done. So request everyone to join and keep your whatever documents I have shared. Okay, keep your documents actually with you. I do not know what will happen in the final exam. So please share your, without fail, share your class exercise, that Excel, by today already 15th, by 17th February, end of the day. It will not be accepted after that. Okay, so start sharing. You know my email ID and all, so please start sharing that. Okay then, talk to you tomorrow. You have, yeah, today we have closed bit early. Take rest for and then go for your next class. Okay.
Sir, one doubt.
Tell me. Yes, please.
So this PMP you told, right? It is from
Right.
PMI Institute.
PMI Institute. PMI Institute. The website I can just show you. Hold on. PMI.org most probably. PMI.org. Do not do any other certifications. If you do not want to do certification, that's okay. Apart from PMI, this is the thing. These are the certification details and all are there. Okay. So that is the PMI certification. So you have to do that. But once you join your new work and all, then only you do that, because it will need some work experience and your company needs to pay for that. It's a costly one, around 50,000 rupees in Indian money. Okay. So your company is going to pay for that, not you.
Yes, sir.
Anything else? Or we can close the call now. Then thank you. Thanks everyone. Talk to
Thank you,
you
sir.
tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you, sir.